arrived to the trail. What I would say is my favorite. I would switch my shoes because this trail is full of super dust. And anytime dust and dirt gets inside your shoelaces, it is tough to get out. I'm back up right now. Eli, I got to get myself right for you. Got to get myself right for Eli. Rooster's going cuckoo. See, I don't know if this thing's set for public or private. What's going on with this thing? Okay, bam, it's right here. All right, bam. This thing is weird. This thing is weird. I'm on the trail. Just got here to the trail. The live was like starting by itself, and I was like, what the heck is going on? I wanted to make sure while I'm on the trail, people, you about to see a version of Hot Facts that you ain't seen in a while. I got to get myself right for Eli. I changed the title of it and everything. Walking with the people, but this is Eli edition. And Eli, I hope you are watching because you just did something. Man. Whoo. You know, conducting an interview is one thing. All the information that was gathered up from the interview and everything else after, man, I'm glad. And I'm going to say this right now, Eli. I am glad. Now, I'm about to put you on the spot right now so we can catch you from the jump. I just stuttered, right? You're a life coach. We know how vindictive you are and everything else, Eli. So if you use this in any way, you're already shot. Well, first of all, everyone, we know that on Hot Facts, when there's an interview, we start off with, you know, if you're a delivery driver or whatever, we ain't doing no delivery work. We already know I'm qualified for all that. But we talking about just people in general and in life. Anyone can tune in to this live stream. This has nothing to do with gig work. This is strictly talking about the get down. Man, Eli, you know on Hot Facts when I say everybody, once you are, you know, once you are cleared, you are qualified, you get credibility. And your credibility starts here. And only you can diminish your credibility. Ooh-wee. I kept your credibility up high for the purpose of me being able to conduct the interview. If I would have already had your credibility down low, I would have not done the interview. I need credible people here on Hot Facts. So right off the jump, if you try anything right off the jump and start talking, doing this nonsense, how you do with your little slick comments, your little respectfully, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear. No one saw what happened before I did that horrible thing. And sorry, people, I don't have a giant hamster hanging down from my face, but I think my goatee does enough of that. I don't got a hamster, Eli, but I got a goatee. People put pictures up of goats, and they show because Reese has one. I ain't got a furry hamster that hangs down, but I do have I got a goat. It's all good. I love the animals though. I love the animals. I'm wearing shades like you. I even put a turtleneck on. I have to get right for you. Had to put a turtleneck on. Men like you need to get choked up inside to not talk and open your mouth. I know why you wear a turtleneck also. I have one. Look, I have one. No beta here. You like to talk beta and alpha? All right, let's get down to it. You are the most disgusting, conniving person I've ever had a chance to encounter. As a new and upcoming journalist, I've never interviewed a murderer. I've never interviewed a rapist. I've never interviewed an arsonist. I've never interviewed anything like that people would say, man, that person is nuts. That person is crazy. Got somebody on the trail. Look, they over there cheating. He riding a motor. He over there riding somewhere. Where's he at? He over there somewhere. He's riding somewhere. I can hear him. I have never interviewed any of like the crazy things. What I did get a chance to do was I do believe I interviewed what they would call a sociopath. I did interview one of those, and that just recently happened. There's something that is not clicking right. I don't know if you ever had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with both combinations inside the two pieces of bread, and you just call it that because you want to. Yeah, let me get that peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but hold the jelly. Hold the jelly. That means you've never had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I've never met anyone, and I've never met you. I've spoke to you. Well, I guess because we're in the digital and in the social media phase. You can go face to face and talk and everything. So yes, I would say from this standpoint, I have met you, and it's a meeting that I part of me says I wish I'd ever did. Part of me says I'm glad that I did. There is somebody named John B or something or whatever, the dude that roasts you all the time, and he's been correct on everything with everything he says. Everyone that has pretty much told me everything about you, they have been absolutely correct about you, Eli. You are and let me take a page out of Eli's book. Respectfully speaking, I just think you're trash, Eli. But I still like you. You can still have a wrench on my channel. I am here. I like you. Hey, everybody. Give me a 1 if you like hot facts. Hey, everybody here. Everybody here is A-OK. My lady thinks you're cool. Everything is A-OK. You may have said some things. I may have said some things. I'm sorry that if you didn't understand what I was saying I was sorry for, but it's okay. Then this is what he does. Like 15 minutes after this, he'll go all of a sudden do some weird live, and then he'll say, "Hey everyone, glad everybody just got to make sure there are no trolls in the room. Moderators, can we make sure that there are no trolls in the room? You know, we got to go ahead and take care of those. I don't want them in here. They've been disrespecting my lady, and I just can't have that. You know, once again, I have to stop doing lives or tell people that, but then I come back and do a live. I want to do it all just private and then put it up. Because you guys are disrespecting me and my lady. If you guys think that these trolls are disrespecting me and my lady, put a 1 up in the chat. Now, right after that, Eli will do something like this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. There's some people out there that just don't understand anything. And no matter what you tell them, they'll just be lost. He just threw a shot because he just got done talking to the person. 15 minutes later, he comes and does it like that. And then he tries to make it seem like everything is A-okay. It's positivity. It's positivity and it's negativity. Is what he wants you guys to see. He did something that was completely disrespectful. Okay? Ooh, he's on the quad. He's on the quad. He's on the quad. We trail. Oh, yeah. He's on the quad. We're on the trail, Eli. We're on the trail, Eli. Eli, on your trails when you walk, it's just you walking like you ready to walk for the Olympics. We see a couple dudes with, some little straps on, whatever. On my trails, we got wild animals, and we got dudes on motorcycles and quads. Yeah, alpha. You doing all this what you call feminine walk, and I'm gonna say feminine because I'm about to get you right now. Now, remember when you said in your first shot at me that no one realizes, man, you are great. You're like the next Steve Harvey. People, that was a shot at me. You notice that whenever he says the people that we roll with, you ever notice that HotFacts name don't come out his mouth? Yeah, he knows that I am all the way fully on to him, and I don't go for that. You notice how he don't say the revolution either. You need to quit trying to talk to Uber Jeep AZ. You need to quit trying to talk to Uber Jeep AZ. Don't talk to Jeff, man. Jeff ain't with all that nonsense. He ain't got no time for it. He don't have no time for it. You ain't about to get you no token brother to be on your side. Remember, you said the N-word to someone that, first of all, he wasn't even black. You like you just wanted to say it. He wasn't even black. You just wanted to say it. And here's what your real definition probably is. Well, if you look in the dictionary, it says it means this. So I was just giving him what it says in the dictionary. That's you. Uber Jeep, let me tell you people, Uber Jeep don't seem to support him. He supports certain things that Eli says. There are things that comes out his mouth that are positive. Okay, there's nothing wrong with positive things that are coming out of your mouth. There's nothing wrong with negative things coming out of your mouth. The problem is when you have delusion and hate mixed into that and it's coming out of your mouth. That is the problem. That is the problem. So Uber Jeep is not supporting him. You don't see Uber Jeep doing no this and that. And no, he goes on and makes comments on certain things that make sense. But that's what Eli does. He preaches to the choir. What he talks about Pedro with, he actually does. He actually does. I'm going to tell you what this guy just did. Now, everybody, if you watch my interview with John Billings and you thought the young kid did a great job, go ahead and give him a 1. Everybody, give a 1 or give a thumbs up in the chats, because he's going to need all of our support right now, because Eli has done something just terrible. And I'm about to get into it. I want everybody out there, give a 1 or a thumbs up for John Billings, please. This young gentleman did nothing wrong. He came on and did a great job on one of his first, or it could have been his first interview he has ever done. He came out and told everybody about some stuff. Your boy Eli, keep in mind, he said John Billings was not ready to be up there. His channel's not large enough. If you guys have not checked out, watch out The Boardroom. First 2 episodes appeared last night. The first episode is featuring John Billings and Welty with 2 U's. The man said he wasn't ready and all this stuff. So he has never looked and checked out to see who John Billings was. He was never on his radar. He don't know who he is or anything else like that. Nothing, right? He knows nothing. Nothing. John Billings had an issue with Pedro and he addressed it. John Billings is a Pedro supporter. Nothing wrong with that. We're talking about regular life now, people. There's nothing wrong with someone liking and supporting someone that they actually like. John Billings felt that Pedro made a mistake or he did something wrong, so he called him out. If you ever had a job in a W-2, you have call outs that you can do before the work shift starts. After we do that startup meeting, we go ahead and give that talk and everything. You're able to go ahead and do that. You can call something out. He said, I called Pedro out because I felt he did something wrong, and everyone should be called out or should be able to be called out if they did something wrong. Is that going to stop his alliance to liking Pedro and everything else like that? No, it is not. Okay? No, it is not. He watches Pedro still, he's still learning from Pedro. I think that's what triggered Eli to do this. He said, Quad, Eli, show something cool on your trails. Rattlesnake skin or some type of skin right here. What is this? Nah, that's a dirty gauze. Here is what Eli said about John Billings on his latest Walking with No Purpose at All. He said that John Billings is feminine, he is submissive, and he was subdued by Pedro. And he said a few more things in those regards about John Billings. Keep in mind, this gentleman never knew nothing about John Billings. CLK says, tap the retry. Can someone show what LK said? Because, I have the stuff there, but it says another moderator already handled it. I'm trying to let that show. It says his trail is F'd. He did not spell all the words. I'll just read it right here then. It says his trail is effing ugly. He's scared of people. There's nothing wrong with having that be up there, people. I'm not going to say everything else he said about John Billings because he has never met John Billings, never spoken to him once, never had any interaction, and he has never dealt with him on any manner whatsoever. But he's going to sit up there and say that he's feminine, he gave in, he let Pedro overpower him. He was saying it was what he did, like just put him down in the eyes of everyone. You don't even know this dude, man. That was one of my guests. This is how crazy you are. I'm gonna tell you guys what he tried to do on the and Eli. You know what? I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna push pause on that. I'm gonna break into what Eli said about me. During that John Billings thing and pay, he was saying how, you know, I'm the real. He said, if you are the official news channel, how come you're not calling out the BS on Pedro and what these guys are doing? This is where you know that this guy is off the rockers. I've been calling out the BS in the gig world since I stepped in on day one. My very first video was talking about the BS. Approaching 2 years. And he says, if I am the official news, I need to start calling out the BS. This lets you know that everything that comes out of his mouth is fabricated. If you think everything Eli says is just terrible and stupid, put a thumbs up in the chat. It's fabricated. He don't know who I am. He never watched anything. And here's what he did. What? The gig world is having an issue? This is my chance to go get back at Pedro. But to get back at Pedro, I got to blend in with some other people to do it. Well, there's this thing called a glitch that's going on. I just saw it. Hey, babe, my lady, I know what I should do. He does some type of weird spin like this. He closes his eyes, and now he turns into Eli, the human destroyer. I know what I'll do. Who is this guy that does the glitch? What? There's more of them. Babe, oh, you are not going to believe this, babe. I can do a whole lot more walks. I can do a whole lot more walks now. You're not going to believe this. They have a guy by the name of Jeff Thomas Black. Oh, and then, oh, he's not the only one. I was watching the other day, and he'll jump for joy like this. He'll jump for joy like this. Just jump for joy. There's another one. They call him Torb. I have never seen someone like this. This guy is maniacal. He has no conscience. I'm pretty sure if I get this guy to like me, I can get on in with Pedro because he doesn't like Pedro either. Oh, Pedro did him dirty like he did us. What did Pedro do to you, man? Pedro live in Missouri. St. Louis. The hell? The hell Pedro do to you? What the hell did Pedro do to you? He called me out on my stuff. Okay. He called you out on your stuff. Maybe you should not be doing that stuff, because I'm not going to say anything else but stuff, because it's not worthy of any other word. You tried to get in good with the gig world, and while getting in good with the gig world, all of the collateral that came in my way that said that he is like the Silver Surfer, he's coming in to destroy planets and ruin communities. They said that about Torp. It's completely different. Completely different. But they said that about Torp. You actually came in, started throwing shots at people, trying to have people go onto your panels, talk good about people, to have the people that's good with those people be like, man, you rocking with this dude that's weird? I can't rock with him like that, man. You over there, he tries to divide and conquer that way to try to get some views. Now, I'm going to put you on the boardroom on my new series that I just put out. First two videos was last night. First one was John Billings and Welty with 2 U's. The second was myself, UDM, and Dashing Trader. You guys go ahead and check it out. Just put them up last night. The boardroom will be going on until I decide to shut it down. Until the boardroom will be going on until I decide to shut it down. Eli, I'm going to do a boardroom on you. I'm going to do one actually as a video comparing you to other people that you talk about with your channels. I'll use 2 of your channels on Social Blade because you have 2. And then I will use another channel on who you're hating on. But right now, I'm just going to do this verbally for you, since you do verbal everything, threats and all. He's doing this stuff to try to get views, people. I checked. His Eli's walking in a circle. Raccoon tracks. Walking with the circle. Here's what it says. This channel, he has like 100 and something thousand views. It says he's getting a good amount of subscribers every day. He's getting like 16 subscribers every day. He's been in for 6 years with this thing. He's getting about, I forgot what it said. I'll have to go to the boardroom to double check these numbers. I think he gets like 500 or something views a day. That's on that channel. It's only 100 something thousand views in 6 years. You guys do the math on that. Tell me who's doing what. People see the titles of his shows and they hit subscribe, and then once they see or they try to say anything, he just deletes them or removes them. So he doesn't, that's why he only has that many views every day. But I'll go to the boardroom to break down these analysis. His other channel has 300 and something thousand views, and I was like, oh, this channel is the channel that that he's got that's working for him. It's a dead channel. When I mean dead channel, it's a dead channel. Everything on that channel on Social Blade is all red, going down. He loses 42 subs a day. He doesn't 42 views a day. Okay, he's losing, I think it said like he's losing like 2,000 views in a week. He's losing like 12,000 views or something every single like month. It's crazy on how it's working for him. But I'll go to the boardroom to break this down. One thing I will say is that there's no gain, there's no subscribers, there's no nothing on that channel. That's where all his views came from that channel there. He made his other channel because all the bad stuff he was doing was on that first channel there. And then he said, I got to rebuild myself, walking with the purpose. And walking with the purpose is it's doing good because it sounds good. Walking with the purpose. I would think that walking with the purpose, I would think that walking with the purpose means that I'm going to walk and teach people how to do certain things, and there's a topic to go on. Not walking with the purpose to annihilate and try to destroy other human beings. When Pedro calls people miserable, I hate to say this. Even the stuff that Flex says, I would rather deal with them than have anything to do with you. I would rather eat, sushi and share chopsticks with Hannibal, the animal, because he's hungry. We all got to eat. I would sit and share sushi with Hannibal with only one pair of chopsticks than have anything to do with you. I can't stand mushrooms. I would rather eat 4 bowls of mushrooms by itself than have anything to do with you. You switched over to this walking with the purpose to try to rebrand yourself and do all this stuff. That's A-okay. But let me give you a little bit of advice. That's why the boardroom was brought up. We can put numbers and everything together to show the success on and why and how people are achieving this success. That's what the boardroom is all about. Don't you ever, and I'm going to do it like Chris Tucker right now from Friday. Don't you ever come back round here. I'm going to just stop it there. Eli like Debo coming. Jaws music. Hit you like that bull. And in case you didn't know, Jaws, the original movie, it wasn't a great white, it was a bull shark. Bull sharks can breathe in fresh and they can live in the salt water. That's why Jaws was in bays and going into rivers and stuff and tearing stuff down. For those of you who don't know, this is Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Facts come from all angles. Eli told me, yeah, you're the official news channel. Yeah, you have 11 million views. I told you 12 across social media, but you minus me a million just to try to throw a little slick shot in there like that. It was 12. That's how crazy you are. You'll even do that to throw shots at people. That's not a shot. That's just like the pettiness. You said, I see where you are, but I can help your channel grow. I can help you achieve more. I can help you get more subscribers and more views than what you have. He tried to have the nerve to tell me while he was walking in circles, walking with a circleless path, he tried to tell me I can double the views I have by the end of this year. Eli, if you can, look, it took me almost 2 years to get here. We in September, man. October, November, December. You can get 12 million views in 3 months? Why you ain't got them? Why you ain't got them? Why don't you have those? 11 million views in 3 months. Why don't you have those? You call me Steve Harvey. You say, you're the next Steve Harvey. Man, you're nuts. Walnuts. I like eating those. Almonds, pistachios. I love all those. Peanuts, cashews. I like them all. Chestnuts, roasted on an open fire. Jack Frost, nipping in the lane. Got a dude sitting in the chair with his legs crossed, talking about, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeers loved him. And they shouted out, Wickley, yippee! You want to be Rudolph. Rudolph was a real teacher. He taught the big grumpy ones to respect him. Because it don't matter how strong you guys are, the intangible that I have, you can't teach that. I mixed in 2 Christmas songs in one for Eli. He's so special, I have to mix in 2, give him 2 presents. You guys ain't never heard HotFacts sing and do nothing like that to talk about somebody. I ain't talking about him, I'm just bringing it in. I'm just bringing it in. Lovely, come. This way. Man, I wonder if you are so good of a promoter. You said I can promote your stuff and I don't need your help. But these are the useless dreams and hopes that you bring in to people who are trying to gain success on a platform, and you see that, so you prey on them. You get these young people in, your whole process is seeing, how can I create a funnel web so I can generate money to have it just come on down the drain? No one gives money to people like you. No one does. No one cares. You try to demand things from the people, tell them what they should do. Let me show you how you should do this. People, since I have been monetized, I am looking for my first member to join the team. I have select videos that are only there for members only. When you are a member, okay, you get the ability to have a one-on-one interview to discuss things that you may need help with in whatever it is in the gig world. You get that access. On top of that, any question that you do put up has to be answered, and your question goes above anyone else's because you are a member. On top of that, members that show real support can transform into being a moderator to keep the channel safe and positive for everyone else out there. The most important thing is you get videos that no one else sees, and you get a chance to have a one-on-one whenever you want on camera. On camera. Those are benefits of being a member of HotFacts. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Robert. I am proud of you, homie. Glad you now see the truth. Man, the thing about seeing the truth, I start seeing a bunch of things that everyone was putting in. All right? I start seeing it, but I have to get some things done. I am right now getting attacked by that Tyree dude or whatever his name is. I think that's your name. This dude rolls around and dresses like Batman fighting imaginary crimes. And I have inherited a whole lot. Thank you so much. Reap what you sow. The truth shall set you free. Yes, it shall. Yes, it shall. Yes, it shall. I have to go ahead and get it out. Thank you so much for that super chat there also. Batman dude. It's not only him. I have inherited a gazillion trolls all because I conducted an interview with you. There's people that hate my guts simply because I spoke to you. Some of those people have transitioned over, especially after my walking with the people. They have transitioned over and they see that, man, you did your job. I see it. And they've been writing this. They've been writing this. I see you did your job. You were unbiased and you let it go through. And once they saw my walking with the people on how he was trying to diss John and someone that he don't, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. We got another one here. Let me see. Thank you so much. Tyree Sneed is somehow even crazier and more delusional than Eli. Can you unblock um can you unblock my nothing but silicone account? Oh, that dude is weird. I think one of your mods blocked me during your Eli interview. Oh, okay. Okay. I got you. This Tyree person, I checked him out, checked out his page. Dude was going 100 miles an hour on a 10 speed, dressed like Batman. And he's telling me now he's trolling me on interviews. He wants me to do an interview with him, and he keeps saying you're gonna keep losing subs or views or some other stuff, and he keeps coming at me. But there's a lot of trolls that I have inherited because of Eli, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all, not one bit. I know why Pedro was upset now. Pedro was upset about me doing the interview because Pedro was simply saying, like, you know, Reese, I know you got a little bit more integrity than that than to interview this dude. Pedro, I'm still blocked on your channel, by the way. You were able to come over here and hop in the chat, and I was able to see it. Unblock me over there. I didn't back you up 3 times now, and that's rare for Reese to do that. Unblock me over there. Stop hating. Those are shots that I throw at Pedro right there, but it's true. I know what Pedro was talking about now. This dude says, well, Hot Facts, man, I'm checking out his stuff. He is the news channel. If I can get something going back and forth with him, that might ignite my channel right here, because he's doing things that people have not done in the gig space, even though I have not done the gig space stuff as long as these other people. I say I'm a coach and everything, which makes it a gig. I have to get paid somehow from doing this. So I'm a gig worker. Nah, you are unqualified now, and you are discredited. You are the first person to get unqualified and discredited on Hot Facts. If you love the fact that Coach Eli is now unqualified and discredited, put a 1 or a thumbs up. Eli, when you said, since I'm the official news channel, why don't you bring up the nonsense and the BS? Well, I'm bringing up the nonsense and BS. I'm bringing you up. Oh yeah, he put all the ones. Show that. Thanks, my moderators. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I have certain words that come in and things. Moderators, if you read it and it's cool, let it go on up. It's all good. I had plans on coming to do my complete analysis and breakdown of the DoorDash revolution and Torps live yesterday. I will be doing that later. Stay tuned for that. And I'm not mad that I'm spending the time right now to address you because it needs to be done. And officially, it needs to be done. The news channel is calling you out since you said call out the BS and why aren't you? That is what is going on. That is what is going on. Pedro said to not do anything with you. That's what Pedro told me. Pedro said, don't do nothing with him, Reese. He does some weird stuff. He does some weird stuff. He does some super weird stuff. Not going to be doing nothing with this dude ever again. He'll probably, after right now, talk about hot facts and try to say, I was speaking about him respectfully and things like that. No, man, you came in and you tried to bring a division into the gig world. You tried to bring whatever the Eliism is. No one knows what the Eliism is. It's like you can't even put it into words what it is. The Eliism, what is it? It's unheard of. They have to witness you to like experience it. You need to go ahead and market that for yourself. Market that. Hey, people, if you interact with me, you'll see things that you have never seen before. At least that would be truthful. That would be truthful. You owe John an apology. My man has a kid. He's doing what he has to do. And you called him you used a whole lot of derogatory terms about this gentleman in ways that you should not do about anyone. I feel that is wrong. And I'm calling that BS out. If you don't give this dude an apology, I don't mean one of them fake ones. Well, I was just saying, John Billings, and then you were talking on your camera like John was watching you. John don't even know who you are. But you felt that because I did an interview with you, John should know who you are. John wasn't watching you. You were talking to yourself. You were talking to yourself. John wasn't even watching you. So who were you talking to? John is moving in a different direction than you. That's why you need to watch the boardroom. I'm going to do the boardroom on you. You are a gig tuber. You've done 500 deliveries. So I'm going to showcase what your numbers are, promoter. Anyone that's doing something that you feel is better than you attack them and you try to get other people to attack them. The gentleman that had something to say about the incident when you said something about, people who are autistic, and he brought up like the moment. You even prayed on them and did that. And you had another guy who is autistic that believes everything you say, and it's pretty much they say he's actually worse than you because some people say that he's racist, but he doesn't know what he's doing. He's following this Coach Eli dude. So you don't care who you play with. You don't care who you play with. That's a problem. You're hurting people out there. Like literally. I don't know what's worse, using the glitch or preying on people with autism. Which one is worse? Eli, it's not a hard decision. Anything you get, any ounce of anything you get, you try to use and try to turn it into some type of weird whatever else it is. That's not riding here on Hot Facts. I'm not saying the gig world disowns you. They've just been put on real notice because the only people that really knew about you was Pedro, because you had something with him and a few others, but none. The gig world don't know who you are. People in the gig world, if you are not conducting an interview with this gentleman, because now an interview would be like enticing because you want to figure out, like why are you like this? If you're not conducting an interview with the gentleman, I would suggest that you don't do anything with this dude. I know he's a super troll. I know he's a super troll. I know he has about 5 or 6 accounts that he's using. One crazy thing was he was like, and Pedro might have been watching because he watches everything Peter Gozinia does, so he probably watches this dude too. He probably didn't, but if he's watching right now, here's one for you, Pedro. He was like trying to bait you and your significant other. He switched from you and was trying to get her to click the link because he said, oh, I'm like pretty much, in his words, I'll get up here and give you a piece of my mind and destroy you. So it was like he was trying to say, I can divide Pedro's household. And I was like, is this dude crazy? Is this dude crazy? He tried that. He tried that. I'm going to tell you this. Everyone married, and I'm separating some things. If you're engaged, about to be married, if you've been together for a long time, and now you are engaged and you're about to get married, you understand these things. When you shows, wives get mad at their husbands, husbands do the dirty work, husbands get treated like punk asses because they love their wives and stuff. But let me tell you what won't happen. There is no way in the world, from my wife to the next man's wife, to my mom, to my aunties, to any of my friends, parents and aunties and uncles or whatever, there is no way you can get in there and try to divide them like that, because guess what's going to happen? Prime example, just take like Bobby, just take Bobby and Bobby's wife. You know, there's been stuff going on. There's been stuff going on, and if I appear, you know, she'll say like, you know, guess who is here? Reese is here, this and that. You know why? Because she's sticking with her husband. She's sticking to his side. She riding with him. She about to Bonnie and Clyde with him. That's how it is. You don't have that. You got your girlfriend blocking people out, talking weird like you and stuff, man. That's not cool. I'm glad I got mine. I'm glad the next man has his, because we ain't got to deal with that. We ain't got to deal with that. You got to deal with that. I ain't going to come at you as hard as I wanted to, because I know what type of person you are. But I'm just letting you know, I'm a news channel. You bark up this tree, it will be seen. I'm out.